Okay, part two, I guess, of Blocky's Garage Bel Air build. We're gonna go outside and power wash the motor, and then hopefully we'll be able to get this out, roll it out, and power wash the engine bay. So take you guys outside and we'll start power washing this thing up. Here she is. Pretty roady. I mean, it's not too bad. I'm not really worried about the pan here. Just mainly the heads and stuff. All that rust. It's getting a new pan put on it. Take some of these rags and we'll shove them in the intake holes. The heads are going to be coming off anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal. Get them cleaned up, get new head gaskets put on them. Probably a trunnion kit for the rockers. I mean, just some minor upgrades that you just want to normally do for these motors. Wow. And we'll get the power washer started up, fill these holes up. Good thing I had my safety glasses on. Now I'm all wet. Alright. Put that back inside and then we'll start taking that apart. Cleaned up pretty good. All that rust came off there. I'll obviously degrease it, but the rags worked for a little bit until I brought out the jet nozzle. Just want to limit the amount of water going in the motor. That looks pretty good. I think took all that rust off. Alright, flip her back over and we'll flip it over and drain all the water out and put her inside and start taking it apart. Hopefully we can get this car out of here so we can power wash the engine bay on that. All right, got everything cleaned out behind the car, got everything cleaned out down here, I'm gonna roll it out as far as I can. Power wash this whole engine bay, and then we'll do the fenders and fender wells, and then clean up this oil mess and get started on her. Whew, it's hot. Easy does it. Easy does it. Drive shafts on the floor. Had to grab a wheel chuck. Uh-oh. Wheel chuck works. Okay. Put my safety glasses on. Roll this window up. Alright. We're gonna power wash her away. These jet tips work really well. It's almost like sandblasting. There we go, got her cleaned up. I'll do the rest inside with some degreaser and other stuff, and we'll get her painted. Push this in, and then we'll do the insides of the fenders and the fender well. But first, I gotta clean this mess up. Whew. Okay. It's a big one. It's a big one. I grab some of these bolts. Don't lose those. Alright, well, well, I'll get this cleaned up and then see you back outside to power wash the other stuff. Yeah, push this baby back in. Nice and easy like. Somewhere right there. Okay. Now we'll power wash the fender wells and the fenders and the radiator support. And we'll be done doing the boring stuff. Finally. Okay, now that I'm all soaked and my driveway's a mess, let them dry off. And probably start on this block. It's drying up nicely. I'll go in and clean all that stuff up, the rest of the stuff that's on there, and paint it. I'll paint the heads also. Yeah. So probably we're gonna use these valve covers, but I don't know what color I want to paint them. Okay, now that we have everything power washed, we're gonna dive into this sucker and start tearing her down, get some new gaskets in it. Yeah. Throw a cam in it, get all this stuff off. Need to paint it, finish cleaning it up, because there is some stuff that I didn't get off, obviously, but let's start tearing her down and get in there. Pull out these knock sensors. We got new ones. Got new knock sensors and new knock sensor wiring harness. That all usually comes as a kit. I'd recommend doing that because these little plugs, they break off. I think these knock sensors are 7/8. They have to come off before they actually hold the middle of this down. And this should just pop right off. We'll take this pressure sensor out. Oil pressure sensor. It's an 1.16 inch deep if you have it. Pull these valve covers off. They're 8 mils, I think, or 7s. I can't remember. 8? Yep, they're 8. Pull these heads off. We'll pull this pulley off. Pull this pulley off. Take the front case off. I believe these are still 8s, these rocker arms. We can go ahead and pull those off. Alright. Don't really matter what side you put these on, they're all the same. Whoa. We'll throw those up there. Now we can pull these heads off. Probably pull this off first. We're gonna clean that up. Also, all right, I gotta find that pulley puller. Okay, so that's not working as it should. I'm not surprised. So I'm gonna improvise a little bit and take these two hose clamps, run them together here, because otherwise I don't know how I'm gonna get that off. The ring's like too big, or the tool's not made for this particular engine. I'm unsure. Anyway, we're gonna make a new ring here with these. I mean, I'm not really surprised. I got it from Hobo Freight, so the fact that it doesn't work doesn't surprise me, but the fact that I can make it work, that works. There, crank these down. And then see if it'll hold it. I think it's going. Yeah. So the Harbor Freight tool does work. You just gotta help it. But there's nothing wrong with that. I think next time I'll get a ratchet though. Okay. There's that. I can paint that, what do you call it? Pulley. And then this is to put it on. So I think that'll work pretty good. All right. Now we can pull these Allens, pull these bolts out. Set that off to the side. Remember where your shims went. We can pull this temp sensor out. I think we have a new one. Okay, we need an Allen wrench for this. Undo that. They were very tight. That's for sure. Oh, that one is. Oh. Okay. All right. Got all those out. 10 mil for the top bolt on the heads, I think 15s for the big bolts. I believe I have ARP head studs for this, or head bolts, sorry, not head studs. Those are expensive. Whoa. These bolts for these holders, wow, that is gooey. These bolts for these holders are only one-time use only. I don't know why, because I have reused them. But they do say to replace them. We do have new lifters, so these will be taken out. Don't look too bad though, not rusty or anything. Cylinder walls look real good. Still cross hatching in them. These newer engines, I mean this is a 06, 07, but these newer engines all have the same length of head bolt as the ones inside and the ones outside. The older ones have one this size and then a really long one. I never did understand. Put some oil on a rag, wipe them cylinders down so they don't get all rusty. That is grody. Spraying some silicone, just good stuff, on the cylinder walls and in the lifter bores, just to help break anything up or lube it up really. And then if there is any rust on the cylinder walls, it'll definitely take care of it. Alright, and once you get your flywheel bolts loose, I found out a while ago that some of these engine stands have a hole in the back of them. You just zip them out through the hole instead of doing it all by hand. Here's what I'm talking about. Rotate it, sockets through the hole, just put it on there, and zips right out of there. Or you don't have to ratchet them out, or wrench it, or whatever. That oil is about the same consistency as diesel oil. And about the same color. These big old truck cans aren't good for swaps on low cars. Wow. Look how gunky that is in there. Smells weird too. Okay, we'll have to really clean that up. I don't have a puller for this, I don't think. We can take the rear cover off. It's just a 13, oh, it's a 10 mil. Pull this rear main cover off. We got a new one. You can just buy these with the gasket already on it and the sealing. So I have a ton of these just laying around, and it comes with all new bolts. So, and you can literally just do whatever you want with this thing. Okay, we'll take this crank pulley out. And these are one-time use bolts only. Don't know why. I mean, they're the size of my finger, but they are torqued to like 200 and some foot-pounds. I don't know. I'd probably reuse them. I've never, but I'd probably do it in a pinch. Okay, we're gonna need that. Gotta leave the bolt in there to use the puller. There's these little tabs right here. 3 of them. You can actually use a 3-jaw puller for those. Make sure you don't buy cheap pullers. They tend to just pop right off there. Hobo Freight. Alright, so once you get so far out with your puller, take your bolt, the normal crank pulley bolt, take that out, and then you want to get the same thread pitch, just in a longer bolt. You're gonna need it to put it on anyway, so get one of those and then put that in there, and that'll help you pull it the rest of the way off. Like that. I flipped the puller around for the other jaws. It didn't work quite as well, but it did work, but it was already kind of coming off anyway. But there might have been a casting spot in there that it just broke. This is a Pittsburgh one even, and with just a old 18-volt with an adapter 20-volt battery, 3/8, and it broke it off. So I think they'll warranty it. So then just pull that bolt out, then pull your crank pulley off. Here's those tabs that I was pulling on. Just use a regular old 3-jaw puller. Get yourself one of these bolts to help put it on. I got it at Ace, and then these spacers I got there too. This will help put it on when you're ready for it. But all right, so now we can go ahead and pull that front cover off. There's these little tabs on the side for like a pry bar or a screwdriver. Just pry it off. Them tabs are right around the bottom. Right here, right around the bottom bolt. We'll save that, clean it up, put a new seal in it. We got a new oil pump, so we'll pull that off. You want to keep the bolts out of here too. We'll reuse them. Your timing chain and gear. I do believe we have a new one of these. I can't really remember. They're not that much, so just replace it. We'll take this cam keeper off. That's what I call it. Cam plate. Cam holder. But it's a T40. 4 T40s. Just because it's got like a, I don't know, a weird gasket in there for the oil. Right in here. Get a new one of those. It comes with all new bolts. Now we can pull the cam out. I like to take a few extensions and hook them together so you have a handle. Then just slide them in there. And wiggle her out. All right. That don't really look too bad. There's not really a whole lot of scoring on there or grooves. I mean, it looks normal for 100,000 miles. We'll set this off the side. Check out our bearing, cam bearings actually. Okay, I'll get you guys in here and we'll look at these cam bearings and then probably soak her down for the night. Yeah, they don't look too bad. I do have new ones. I'll probably go ahead and, that one's pretty rough. That one right in there. I don't know if you can see that. Right in there. That one's pretty rough. We'll go ahead and I'm gonna spray this down. Get some of it cleaned out, cleaned off. And it's not horrible, but I just want to get some of the gunk off. All right, next time you see this, it'll probably be cleaned up. And then we'll be putting new stuff in it, new stuff on it, gaskets and all that stuff, painting it, and then hopefully maybe get it back in the car. Yeah, tomorrow, I think I'm gonna do that, jam out. I'll see you guys next time. Remember, your project ain't gonna get itself done, so get out there and work on it. See y'all later.